Hey everybody, this will be part four. Recently met a viewer goal, so I did this splash screen. As soon as I hit 25 subscribers, I will go ahead and make a new splash screen, set a new goal, and I just want to thank everybody for making that happen. The topic that we'll be talking about today, this is part four. I didn't think I was going to do it, but I was over 10 minutes, and I got to this point in it, and I thought, well, I'm going to set this up for a separate one. And but that's what we'll be talking about today. I want to thank everybody for helping me out on this. It's been great. And if you got any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will make every effort to get back and respond to them. And if you have any suggestions for new topics that you would like an unqualified Midwesterner to opine about, feel free. I'll consider if I think it's important or people will find it interesting and I can speak about it intelligently. I'll do it. And I want to thank everybody for the help. And if you want to help out, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share it with your friends. Leave a comment. All of that helps the channel out. And let's get going with this topic.
Our approach is why America's economic recovery was faster and stronger than any other advanced nation in the world. Now it's time to address the burden of student debt in the same way. Working closely with the Secretary of Education, he's got the hard job, Secretary Cardona. Here's what my administration is going to do to provide more breathing room for people so they have less burdened by student debt. And quite frankly, to fix the system itself, which we came in and we both acknowledged was broken in terms of, anyway. There are three key factors what we're going to do today. First, we've made incredible progress advancing America's economic recovery. We've wound down pandemic relief programs like the ones on unemployment insurance and small businesses.
The thing that I want to get on is I just want a little bit so we could set up. This is what he's planning on doing. And we got a little bit, but here's the thing we got a problem with in this country. And this might bite him in the ass. This literally might bite him in the ass, but we don't know for sure. The Republicans did not have a fear of overturning Roe v. Wade, at least not in the court, because mostly those guys have lifetime appointments. But a lot of your Republicans that were running, they had no fear. They had absolutely no fear of overturning Roe v. Wade. They had no fear when the court overturned a 100-year-old gun law that made people less safe in New York. And it's going to probably spill out and make people less safe in other states too. And there's a reason why they don't fear these actions. And maybe I'm hoping I'm wrong, but they might regret it, but I don't think they fear it right now. Now, something that happened in Kansas, that district election, that special election in New York, that might have woken them up a little bit. But generally speaking, the reason they don't fear doing this stuff is because they understand how the Democratic Party is. Republicans, again, because, most of them are deplorable, most of them are uneducated. They will do what they're told. There was, let me see if I can find it. Okay, this one here, when he did this, he opened it up and he said, look, she wasn't able to make it on the show when she filmed this, but she let him know that, we didn't cherry pick it. We've got plenty of other people that are just like it. But this is what was going on when she visited Mississippi. And I'll try to tie this in. Hang on a sec.
I'm here in Mississippi, the poorest state in America, which is also the most conservative state in our union.
So why is Mississippi so conservative?
Well, you're in the heart of the Bible Belt. We believe in family. We believe in Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Whoever gets elected needs to be family orientated.
God should come into his mind in everything that he does.
You never liked the president, did you?
Never, and never will.
Why not?
One thing.
We're in the state of Mississippi. I don't care for the government. They don't show me anything.
You get food stamps.
Yeah, but I think I deserve food stamps. I have no employment.
So something's not working here.
That's
Voting
right.
Republican hasn't worked for you.
But it could.
Hang on, I'll put the mic back on. I'm just not starting this video over. I apologize. But no, but this guy here, he talks about how government doesn't work, and then when she points out he's on food stamps, he's like, well, I deserve them. And this goes in with what I was saying in some of the earlier videos, that mentality from Goodfellas, fuck you, pay me. And then when he's talking about how bad the government is, she goes, well, your state's controlled by Republicans. You vote for Republicans and they don't work. And he goes, well, they might this time. And this is the mentality you have with the Republican Party. Okay? You absolutely do. Now, you look at the Democrats. And I'll see, I don't know if I can find a video. I think I'm just I'll leave this guy up. I'll leave Goober up. But like the Democrats, they just had it on today. There were some of these people that might be getting this student debt forgiveness, and they were complaining that it ain't enough. And that there's your problem. You know, you got Republicans, when they don't provide for these people time after time after time, and their teeth fall out and they're clearly mentally disturbed, and and everything else, they'll keep voting for them. Even when the Democrats are doing stuff, they're trying to help these people out, it ain't enough for them. And that is something, and I don't, for all the people out there that, oh, woke this, woke that, understand that this is a problem with the woke culture. It's on TV right now. They are interviewing. Most people are happy. And I'm really glad to see the people out there that are like, oh, hey, I paid off my loans, but I'm glad to see somebody else getting help. And the Republicans can do what they do. They can be ineffective. They can actually be harmful to American because they know. And we're seeing it now. And this goes back to the Senator McCarthy with his Red Scare. Even after he was basically thrown out and discredited, still had about 33% of the country that support him. It's worse now. Trump's still got like a 40% approval rating, 35 to 40%. The Republicans can act the way they do. There's no incentive for them to improve because on one hand, they know their voters are going to vote for them. Their base is filled with people like this. Their base is filled with those people that stormed the Capitol. Their base is filled with those people that were marching with tiki torches saying Jews will not replace. Their base is filled with those people that are going to vote for them, whether they're competent or not, whether they're loyal or not, because their voters aren't loyal. Their voters are treasonous pieces of shit. And they also know that on the Democratic side, you've got people who are being helped. A lot of these states, all you are is one vicious Republican away from having marijuana criminalized again. we've got people in who are not going after it. Jeff Sessions, when he got in there as Trump's attorney general, he wanted to go after it. Even Trump didn't want to go that far, but they know there's a good chance that come November, come this November, there are Democrats out there that are going to be listening to the Young Turks or whatever, and they are going to vote for some fucking wingnut left-leaning shitbag who has absolutely, I mean, no matter how well-intentioned they are, they know that they're going to vote for people that have no chance of winning because they're too fucking extreme, they're too far out left, and they know that there's a chance that they're going to win those seats and they're going to take over the House. And Mitch McConnell, I think, has put up the white flag. I think he realizes that, you know, yeah, we might not win this election now. You know, I think he's on board with that. But you know, they know that given time, that, you know, these Democrats, enough of them are going to split off and either stay home or write in Mickey Mouse, or they're going to vote for some third party person who can't win, and they'll get back in power. Now, they have to do the voter suppression, the other stuff to win the presidency. It looks like they have to do some kind of electoral math trickery to win the presidency, but they know they can pick up, because right now you got 50 Republican senators, and I think the voters that they represent make up something like around 1/3 or 1/4 of the population in the United States. For them to hold the Senate, they don't have to win over a lot of voters. They sort of do for the House. That's why they need gerrymandering and voter suppression and all the other little dirty tricks they do. And they also need it for the presidency. But then what happens is, as long as Democrats don't get out and vote, and we showed them we can do it, and if Democrats will get out there, we could do it again, and we could maybe get back to where Democrats have, you know, 60 votes in the Senate, or at least 54 or more, and then we can actually get stuff done, as long as you know, because we get at least 50 senators and a vice president. So we got to keep the presidency and the vice presidency. But if we get 50 senators in there who will get rid of the filibuster, and right now we got maybe 48. You know, and Joe Manchin himself said, you know, when faced with the overwhelming obstruction of the Republican Party, he's like, I can't do it. Can't do it. And there's a whole host of stuff that is on the table that we can't get past because we do not have 2 Democratic senators more than the 48 who love their country more than they love their donations from the Republican Party. And this is the thing we gotta, you know, and they should be talking about it. They should absolutely be talking about it. They need to explain that we've got people in the courts that don't care about the law or precedent. They may strike this down. You know, his little debt forgiveness, they may strike that down. And we've got people just chomping at the bit to take over the Senate and the House, and they will basically screw this up. They will hamstring everything Biden wants to do. That's what they did for the entire time Obama was in. When they were in charge of the Senate, they didn't let anything pass almost. There's a whole host of things that Obama wanted to do to make America great again, you know, to borrow the term, but Mitch McConnell wouldn't allow it to happen. And this is the problem we got. And they know it's baked in. They know that there are enough people on the left that, you know, if they're not getting everything they want, if they're not getting everything, you know, just like the people on the right, if everything isn't going their way, they will sit home, they will go to a party, they will waste their vote on a third party. And that's what they are counting on. And we just can't give in. We need to avoid this for at least the next 30 or 40 years until we can shit out all those bad judges they put in there, because those judges that Trump and McConnell basically railroaded in there, these unqualified judges, they're going to be with us for a while. This is an inoperable tumor in our democracy right now, and we're just going to have to wait this one out. Well, we need everyone on the left to pull together on this. Everyone on the left to pull together on this. Peace out, and hope everybody has a great day.